So I'm gonna try and add more light to that. Don't need so much light on me. There we go. Cool. Okay, so I'm using Brusho paints, which are these ones. So it's like crystallized powder, and this is sea green. So even though it looks like a sandy brown color here, it's actually this color once you add water. So, and I've been having a play around with some salt as well, which has been fun. Clarice says, I'm working on a portrait of an old man using only dots in pen. Oh my god, that would be crazy. How, that's like a real patience tester, I think. So that's gonna be an insane one to deal with. How are you going? Some spots I think I want to make darker. So the trees are going to become silhouettes, so that's why I'm not too fussed about this background color covering them. Hey Jane, welcome back. Hey Leslie, hey Robin. That's so cool. So Clarice is doing like a pointillism thing. She says it's quite fun and I find it really creates a beautiful, realistic result. That's great. I'd love to see it. Please send me a pic. So I'm sort of wishing that I like dropped little pieces of masking fluid all over the place to really create some popping stars, but it's too late to do that on this section. But I love that I'm sprinkling this powder over it and it's creating all this variation in color. It's not me adding different colors. I'm just trying to get that to show a better picture. There we go. Pretty cool how if you look at the artists that do create a bunch of dots to do realistic art, how it like looks super realistic and that everything can be a tiny little dot. I think it's quite a beautiful thing if you think of it as well. If you had to break everything down into a tiny little cell or molecule, and then build it all up to form something. It's the same sort of concept. We are all but millions and millions of tiny little dots of molecules. Samantha is on here. Hey, how are you? So nice to see you. So now that Sam is on here, I got to tell you. So next week we are doing a live hangout together, and Sam's channel has been so great. I found her a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, I have to email her. I have to connect with her because I think we would do an awesome collab together. So I emailed her on a Thursday, and then on the Friday, we ended up talking to each other on Instagram video chat for like almost 4 hours. It was crazy. And then I feel like I've known her forever already. So I'm looking so forward to our live hangout. And if you check out Sam's channel, so Sam's got a lot of really cool, she's also got a book club, and she gets into like the witchy kind of books and tarot and all that sort of stuff, which is really what I've become interested in lately. So it's been super fun to connect with her. Okay, cool, Clarice. Thank you so much. I'll check it out. Yeah. So how are you, Sam? You awake? What time is it there now? Oh, it'll be around 10 p.m. I think from my time zone, I have to subtract 2 hours and change my AM to PM or PM to AM. And that's the time for those Eastern Standard Time. And Sam, I sent you like a picture of just the initial design, so it's ended up being twice the size of that. Yeah. Only 9 p.m. That's not so bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, time zones, it makes it hard. It makes it hard. And because most of my followers are from the US, I have to check what the time is for them. I'd love to stream in the afternoons for me, but then, yeah. I don't have too many Aussies that really connect on here. There are some. So yeah, for those just tuning in now, I did do a live hangout with my subscribers in the Seeker portal just before this, and I was supposed to do this artwork during that, but when I get so deep into conversation, I cannot art and convo same time. So I was like not getting anything done. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do the art because this is an artwork I want to put some focus into. So I'm like, I'll just go live later. Clarice. Wisdom teeth removed. I'll be thinking of you. It's not fun. I had my wisdom teeth removed too a couple of years back, and they were monster teeth. I was like, how are my teeth that big? And they were pushing on my other teeth, and when my top ones come out, they were pushing down on the bottom ones. It was just horrible. So I know it's not a fun thing, but once they're out, it does feel better. We'll be fine. We'll be thinking of ya. Okay. So I do have frisket on here, and then masking fluid around the edges, so that is why this is not going all over the place, because I want my moon to be like a really bright yellow to make it pop out a lot. Yeah, that's right. Robin says they're pretty quick at extracting teeth. Yeah. It'll be done. Chop chop. The sounds you hear just aren't that great, but at least it's quick and it's over and done with, and you'll feel much more relief, especially if they're giving you a lot of hassles right now. Okay. What do I want to do next? I think... Oh, so I bought this thing online. I haven't tried it. I don't know if it's going to be any good. But it's called Starry Colors. And they are water-based pigments. It looks a bit like the creamy eyeshadows. But it's not. It is a paint palette. So I'm curious to see how bright these actually get against the background. So let's activate some with water. I think I might try this light gold. It doesn't really have instructions. Wow, it's very hard. It's supposed to be super creamy. Do I just have to let the water sit on there for a bit, I wonder? Ooh. I think I want to activate the white gold too. Hey Val! Sam is asking, are you selling prints of this when it's done? I haven't really thought of it. If their interest is there, I reckon I might. I think I might, yeah. If someone wants it and they want to buy prints, I might just put on an Etsy shop and see what happens. It is personal, definitely, but if someone else can find something nice in it and they feel drawn to it, then I'm happy to share. Clarice is asking, are you putting the Brusho on a palette? No, I've sort of just been sprinkling it on. So I have this little sculpting tool and I've just been scooping it and then tapping it on. But I do also have a hole in the lid. So I could sprinkle some on, but it didn't sprinkle enough, so I sort of just opened it up. Samantha says, I know some peeps who might love this. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this new style of art's gonna take me. But it was so weird. When I created the outline for this, it all happened so quickly. I had this finished design like this in under 2 hours. From starting from a sketch on a piece of paper to getting the nice detailed outline done in less than 2 hours, and that never happens. So I was in the zone. I felt very connected to it. I didn't even really have an idea of what I wanted to do. Things just came to my mind and I did it, and it was just like, wow. So it was so much fun having that happen. So yeah, I wonder if I can just... So I got a brush here. Let me see how bright they are. I just need to add. Well, they are semi-bright. So So one of you told me to use a brush and tap. Oh, how cool is that? Tap the brush with another brush. Okay, I need more water. the big one. Needs to sit for longer so it can be a brighter pigment. Clarice is asking, how are you going to paint the babies and moth? I'm going to do everything in Brushos. Everything in Brushos. I think I am. As I get to it, I might change my mind, but I am thinking I want to do it all in Brushos. Oh, this is so cool. More water. Get some bigger ones. Okay, now I better stop. Oh, these colors are very pretty. Bye Jane, thank you so much for connecting earlier. It was so nice to have you on. Yeah, I hope you have a really good night, and I know I'll be speaking to you soon. So bye. Clarice is asking what inspired this piece. I'm not sure how to answer that. Let's just say that this piece is about my new moon wishes, and I think it sort of speaks for itself. Yeah, they are watercolors. I think I should activate all of them with some water. I need a fair bit of water to get it going. It's a nice little palette actually. It was one of those, I swear I saw it on Instagram, I think. You know how Instagram just advertises these little things? And it was like cheap, I think it was like $9. And I was like, oh, let me get it. It might be a flop if it is, it wasn't that expensive. But it's actually quite nice. So this is what the box looked like. So, yeah. But if you guys are part of the Seekers Portal, so the live stream that I had before this, with the Zoom Hangouts, I actually got to meet some of you guys, see your faces, hear your voices. It was so epic. I really, really enjoyed myself. I went into detail about this artwork and how it all come about, so you guys can watch it there. But I'm not going to go through it live on YouTube. I feel like I'm not quite ready for YouTube yet, the way I've been sort of exploring things and speaking about things. So that can be found if you're part of the Seekers Portal. And it's about 45 minutes into the hangout, and I talk in detail about what inspired this piece and what happened and all that sort of stuff. So I did have some salt on here, so I'm just rubbing those extra little clumps of salt off. And then I want to sprinkle this with some of this white as well. Thanks, Clarice. They will. Valerie says they are similar to the Fine Tech Metallics. Oh, cool. I don't know the Fine Tech Metallics, but I'm guessing they're good. it's really thick. They look like tiny little pearls. I feel like I'm getting it on my face. Cool. I am getting it everywhere. But you have to get full of paint to be a real painter. So this was inspired about new moon wishes. So what are your new moon wishes? Does anyone have anything that they want to manifest into their month this month, or anything you are feeling inspired by? Tell me. What am I going to do next? I think I might do the bottom bit here. Ooh, yes, I have a color I really want to use. It's Prussian blue. And I'm going to use this all the way around here. But I'm wondering what I'm going to do with this symbol. If I want to... So this is that symbol for alchemy, and the reason this symbol is here is not so much because of alchemy, but there's a name. It's to do with a name. So that's why that symbol is there. But I'm not going to tell you what the name is. So that I'll keep a surprise. But that's what the reason is here. So it's not so much about alchemy, but it's got to do with the name that I like. Hey Ross. Ross says new moon, new life. Very nice. Thank you so much. Hey Mojine. Welcome. Clarice says I hope it doesn't sound silly, but I would really like to have more energy as I'm tired most of the time. That does not sound silly at all. So that's a great new moon wish to have, to manifest that into your life. You don't want to be tired all the time. Maybe you will find the answers to why you're being so tired, and it can be something for you to work on. So just putting that out there and saying, I don't want to be tired all the time. And focus on that and manifest the opposite of what you're feeling. So maybe write a letter from your tired self to your awake self and vice versa. I've been really getting into this whole letter thing. But then so that your tired self can allow your awake self to know how it feels, and your awake self can help inspire your tired self. And I think you find when you write letters like this to yourself, things come out that you may not have expected, and you could maybe even find the answer you've been looking for. That's just a suggestion. You don't have to do that. But I've been reading a book, and the book we're doing in book club has inspired me to write like this, and it's been making a massive difference, a lot bigger of a difference than I thought writing like that would really do. Because I'm not really a writing person. I'm obviously more of the arty person, but writing letters like that just was like, whoa, it was weird. So this stuff I'm using, this is masking fluid. So this is called the Molito Art Masking Liquid. That's in like a pen form. So I can paint all over this and then remove this later. and that will just leave the white of the paper underneath it like that. Oh, I'm glad, Clarice. Yeah. One of my other new moon wishes was to fall in love with exercise. So change my relationship with exercise from I hate exercise, I'm not an exercise person, to something like I love how I feel after I exercise. I love the energy I get and that sense of achievement that I get with exercise. So I want to exercise. So that's one of my new moon wishes, is just to change that part of me so that I can become more active, because I want to be more active. And I want it to be something that I want, not something that I try and avoid. Okay, and I think I might just do the same for the star. So the constellation you can see here in the left is the Libra constellation, and because today's new moon is in Libra, I thought I'd add this to this little blank spot. No, I just mustn't smudge these stars that I just put down. Hey Peggy! So nice to have you on here. And I really love the message that you sent me on Messenger. Thank you. That was such a nice little piece of information. I feel like I know you better too. Ross Kemp says, I love spiritual or metaphysical art. I'm a big fan of Alex Gray. His stuff is very inspirational. Alex Gray. See, this is why I like this, because you guys are making me more aware of other people that I'm sure I want to be aware of. So I'm going to write down his name, because I don't know if I've seen his work. I'm so bad with names. I actually have to see the person or see the work to know who you're talking about. But I'm writing his name down. Alex Gray. So I'll look up his work. Ross, thank you so much. But yeah, it's so much more fulfilling doing art like this. And the fact that this whole thing come about in less than 2 hours is beyond me. It was such a nice experience to just feel that and have something so pretty come from it. Like, I'm so excited to see how the color is going to transform it, and it's going to be something very inspirational for the rest of my month, because I want to create new moon art like this every month and use it to help me keep my mindset in that space I want to manifest these things into my life. And I feel very drawn to twins, and it's been profound because so many, like, I see other people or whatever, go visit family and that, and something comes up about twins. Just randomly, something comes up about him. So I'm like, that's so weird. It's so weird. I've dreamt about him too, so I don't know, I feel drawn to them. Not that I'm saying that I'm gonna have them. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But there must be a reason I'm feeling drawn to them. Hey Jody! Thank you! Yeah, it looks cool. I'm really excited to see what it's gonna look like once all the colors come together. Okay. So I want to add the Prussian blue all over here. This side and this side. So I'm just gonna, you guys don't need to be seeing the face. So I'm just gonna put that up like that. And I have this, my camera here, so I'll try and reposition that a bit better. Radio. So all I'm gonna do is just put water everywhere. I think, I hope I left that to dry enough. And whatever, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I made sure to tape every edge down because I'm adding that much water, so I know the paper's going to warp, but the paper will flatten out if it's taped down. So don't worry about the warp if it's taped down. If it's not taped down though, it will probably not go back. So just keep that in mind. I think most people know that already. So I just put some on this like sculpting tool that I've got and I tap it. Tap it onto the wet areas and it's sort of going to spread itself. And I'm actually a bit tempted to add some crimson red in there too. Do I have some here? Okay, get some crimson. Ooh. Is that the right one? Brushes are so much fun. Okay, and then I've got a little spray bottle that can just help push it along a bit more. And I'm going to use a brush. Oh, I know what else I want to add in here. I'm going to add some turquoise. There we go. This one's got a hole in it. Right, and then I'm just going to use some water and spread it out a bit. Now I want this part to be really dark. that red is quite strong, so I want that to go into the blue, so it's more like a purple than it is a red. That's cool. And just where it's pooling. Oh, those colors are so cool. When we add those metallic colors over that, it's gonna look even better. Clarice says, there is an artist whose name is Raina Cartier, and she has some beautiful art from within paintings. There's an interview with her on YouTube. Ooh, I'll write down her name as well. Hey, Christy! Raina Cartier. So, for those that don't know, Christy Nicole, that you can see in the chat there, she's taken over the drawing curriculum, and she's been doing the tutorials, the color pencil tutorials and everything, and far out, she's been doing an incredible job. So Christy's taken control of that, and it's given me the space to really get into the stuff that I'm getting into, like this stuff, and I appreciate her so much for it. Like, she's really changed my life. It's been great. And Christy's asking if I used airbrush ink. No, so these are called Brushos. So it's actually a powder, and you activate it with water. So that's what that is. So now I'm going to do this side here with those same colors. So wet the entire surface. Hey Maureen. I'm trying to get more light on there. It's a bit better. I think that is properly dosed with a lot of water. And then I'm just going to dip some of that, tap it. I'm gonna not be too much with the red. Let's give that a push. And then I'm just going to use the brush and move it around a bit more. See, I got all that metallic color in the water, so the water is very metallic-y. That's actually cool. I wonder if the metallicness will keep showing up even once it's dry. That'd be great if it does. Honey, what are you doing? Tyler, I can hear you. I can hear my dog nibbling something. So cool. So that's gonna be really cool. Once it's dry, and then I will see what else I need to add. Oh my gosh, it's so metallic-y and shiny. The side looks so cool. It's hard. Let's see if I can give you a nice close-up. And then you can sort of see the shimmer, can't you? And let's... Yeah, you can see the shimmer there. It's so cool. Leslie says, I have a few Brusho colors I got in a smart... Yes, that's the first time I discovered Brushos, was with a smart art box. Oh, bye Clarice. Thank you so much for popping in. Hey Marion. Welcome. Nice to have you on here. Cool. Radio, so what next? Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Let me just close these before I knock one over, and that would be a disaster. So I do have frisket on here, and that's just what's been keeping the moon nice and clean, and I'm thinking that I can take it off now. I think, maybe. Oh, congratulations, Valerie. Grandbaby turned 2. That's great. Who's grandbaby? Okay. Now I want to remove the... Do I want to remove the frisket? I'm a little bit nervous. Let's do it. So I did put masking fluid around the frisket to seal it in properly. Okay, there it is, it's done. And when it's all properly dry, I will be able to remove the masking fluid, which I'm not sure how I'm going to remove it yet. I need one of those like rubber things. Actually, I know where I can find it. I think. Alrighty, so So I think I'm gonna do the moon now, and I've been wanting to use salt. So Valerie told me about salt. I think it was Val. And how to spread the colors. It just gives it a really nice texture. So I think I'm gonna try that with the moon. So let me just get my colors ready. So I'm gonna go sunburst yellow, and I'm gonna add some light brown, and some orange, I think. Rightio, I think I'm gonna go with those three.
Face the City, the new Nivea Urban Skin range.
Ooh, actually before I start, I want to that I will end up putting in with a light pen, I think. Hey Eric, how are you? Yeah, that's all good. It's all good. So this artwork, it's just new moon wish art. So these are just a couple of concepts I put together with the moon, and yeah, just a couple of things. So it's like dream art. Let me just say it's dream art. Hey Amal. And they're called Brusho paints. So they are, you activate them with water. So Eric, that's a no, this is just a fun piece that I'm doing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it all goes. Cool, so I think we're good to go. Now, actually, no. I need to think very carefully about this. So I want to cover the moth. There we go. Ready.
Face the City, new Nivea 1-minute urban detox mask with white clay and magnolia extract.
Some ads. Oh, I think I also want to You really have to think ahead. Okay. The pound, it is 90 pound paper. It's the Aquarella Fabriano watercolor paper, hot pressed, 90 pound, or 200 GSM. So I do have it taped down. It is warping now, but it should go back to, it should flatten out once it dries because it's taped down pretty good. Okay, so let's get some of the yellow. Oh, this is so much fun. So I'm just going to spread that out. So Ross is asking, how many rough designs did you go through before deciding on this one, or did you just do a free-form association type of sketch? So this went so quick. I just started sketching something out, and I got this design all done exactly like this on this piece of paper in less than 2 hours. So it was just something that was in the moment, and it all just flowed, and it was so nice. I did just do a rough sketch. And then when I finished the rough sketch, I scanned it and uploaded it to my computer, and then I just did a nice refined design on my Wacom tablet. So yeah, the sketch is here, and the initial sketch actually was this part and this part together, and the sort of the umbilical cord connects like that. But then I decided I wanted two sides. I wanted the one side for one and another side for the other one, and have the big moon in the middle. So then I just changed that on my tablet. Radio. So now I think I would like to add, got a different color in there. So I think I'm going to add some so I haven't got all that much experience with Brushos, so I'm still trying to, get the feel for it, but I'm really, really liking it. And to me, I'm not worried about the details of this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just adding some dark little bits. So create a shadow for some parts of it. I really should be looking at a picture of the moon for this, I think. Here we go. Thanks, Ross. Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. That very rarely happens, that a design goes like that crazy good or that smooth. So to me it was like, yep, it's definitely in my subconscious and I'm just bringing it out to the light. Oh, Taylor. Did you guys hear that groan? Okay, so they seem to be the darker parts of the moon. Taylor. It's quite dark over here too, actually. Now, I think a bit of violet would actually add quite nicely to some of these shadows. So with some of these colors, I don't mind putting some of it in the lid and then just mixing it like that, and then darken some of these areas up even more. Hey Katrina, how are ya? Yes, Christy says it'll be really cool to put each month's moon drawing side by side after 1 year and then analyze them to see if anything came true. Yes, that would be epic. I'm totally gonna do that. Okay, careful shading. I still want the moon to be pretty bright in some areas. Right, so now I'm gonna go in with some orange. that was my stomach. It is lunchtime. Ross Camp says would make a great series. Oh my gosh, it would too. That'd be really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry, I think, because just to, well, maybe I'll still add a little bit more of that orange. And give the craters a bit more warmth. And then I think it'll be really cool using the white gold metallic color here to add the highlights to the moon. Actually, we should totally add this gold to the moon. This gold right here. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh wow. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing. Maybe if I come closer. Sort of, but not really. So yes, I'm totally going to use the white gold one, which looks like white, for the highlights. I'll just bring it together very nicely. It'll also give the craters more of a three-dimensional shape. Wow, that's so cool. That's not very focused, is it? Let's try and focus it a little bit more. It's a bit better. Let's add some red gold to this color here. It looks all blurred into each other right now, but it's okay. When you have that like underpainting, I would call this probably the underpainting section of it. When you have that down, it's easier to build on top of that. Yeah, wow, that's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry because I feel like I'm getting it very wet and I don't want to rub too much to make the paper sort of flake a little. So I'm gonna let that dry. But I'm also gonna call it quits. So I've been streaming since 9 AM this morning. So that's almost 4 hours. So I think I'd really like to have a little bit of a break now. Let me show you the whole desk here. There we go. I think this is gonna look epic. So I've got masking fluid around the sides, so when that comes off, it's gonna just add that extra highlight of white around, and I'll sort of get an idea of what it will look like. And yeah, the trees are gonna be completely black, so they're gonna be like silhouettes, and that should make the sky pop out and appear a little bit lighter. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do right now, and I hope this works, is I'm going to create a very watered down part of the light gold and the yellow gold, and have it like super 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 watery to make it appear like the moon is shining, reflecting over here, but it has to be even more watery than that. Do you know what I mean? So the moon's creating that reflection. I wonder if I use the lighter one for that. So just create that shimmer like it's shining outwards. But I'd actually have to do that after I remove the masking fluid.